Hello everyone, I all hope you have very much quite have a wonderful, blessed, great morning indeed, and very much quite have a beautiful morning indeed as well. Well, as you can see, guys, today is quietly still cold, but it's quietly still also warmer than the previous days as well. Oh, one more thing, actually, sorry for pretty much shooting this very late. I know that I should be actually be a little precise. I should be actually be uploading these episodes right now in this predicament of this time, but it turns out excuse me, but it turns out there's been a change of quick plans as well. There's been a change of quick plans as well, as you guys can exactly see yourself. But don't worry, guys, you will receive those episodes. You'll receive the uploads of these episodes today in YouTube and in TikTok and in Shorts as well. Just sorry for the time delay, which was never supposed to happen because I planned it out the exact same way as I did yesterday. But you know that exactly was never I never actually planned to shoot very much quite this late. Regardless of that, guys, I still appreciate your support and all of you guys exactly still following me and all of you guys who are still actually subscribing to me completely means a lot to me. From all of you, from shorts and from videos and from long videos in YouTube and from TikTok as well, completely means a lot. Please tell your friends and families, anyone else who's interested in superheroes, monsters, supervillains, elemental creatures, powerful unknown threats in this new comic that I'm actually doing for myself, which is Ultimate Universe comic as well. I'll be very delighted. I'll be very delighted and very grateful to have their support as well. But as I said before, guys, I appreciate your guys' support. Still means a lot to me as well, and I'm completely grateful for it. May you have a blessed day and a warm day indeed. Take care of yourself, smile, and enjoy your day as well, guys. And also today is my brother's day, so try to wish him happy birthday. For those of you who are quietly closely If you're quietly closely in contact with these friends, you will quietly very much great. You will quietly very much highly appreciate that as well. But either way, guys, let's get back to schedule. Dress warmer as well today. I'm actually changing a bit of jerseys and blankets. So yeah, just dress warm and also be warmer as much as possible as you can. With that exactly being said, let's move forward as well. On today's episode, we're to speak about the ancient white dragon. The ancient white dragon is a very formidable, powerful dragon, and a very formidable, ancient, powerful dragon of the most powerful supernatural dragons of the entire sacred universe. It is known through Formation Hunter history that the white dragon, is a powerful, formidable, supernatural queen or a king shapeshifter capable possesses the rarest ability to shapeshift at will and to change its powers and its abilities at the great way, at the great normal and the great normal supernatural way. It even quietly embodies the supernatural traits of transforming to human form and to dragon form, to which most of the other supernatural dragons of the sacred world do have the ability to transform to human form and to dragon form, to which I mentioned the dragons of the sacred world in the other episode in YouTube and as well in TikTok. If you've seen the picture of the dragon, then you know exactly that I've quietly mentioned it as well. But despite that, the white dragon is a supreme, powerful legendary dragon within Formation Hunter history, known for his special abilities and greater supernatural abilities for possessing extraordinary dark magical powers and great dark sinister purposeful powers for its own cause and for its own sinister dark malicious. It is known that the white dragon has dark, powerful, formidable dark followers of dark magic users who follow it in every way and are willing to facilitate its plan and dark purpose for sole control over the sacred universe and over the sacred great nation, over the sacred universe and over the sacred great nations of the sacred universe as well, and over the supernatural nations and the 4 nation hunters and the 7 nation hunters, the fire hunters and the 6 nation hunters. It does exactly share a deep, dark, mysterious hatred for the fire hunters and for the great dark druids and for the great dark druids and for the great dark druids and the dark witches and the dark faithful, and especially for the 4 nation hunters and the 7 nation hunters, and as well for the dark and most powerful witch known as Dark Mary, who's a high-ranking official between Lord Shadowjack's Empire or Dark Master's Empire, to which Dark Mary is the most powerful dark ancient witch who's a higher ranking official within Lord Shadowjack's Empire or Dark Master's Empire. I don't exactly know of which of the two, but if you guys can exactly find the episode, which you'll definitely most find it on YouTube or on TikTok, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Either way, the white dragon does exactly share a deep loathing over the most powerful greater ingenuity hybrids of the entire sacred society, and is willing to conquer the entire the entire ancient dragon countries and the entire ancient dragon countries and civilization with all of its dark ancient powers and new of its abilities. It is known throughout sacred history and throughout magic history that the white dragon is feared above all its great because of its great dark enormous above of its great dark enormous amount of its life force and dark enormous amount of its life force and dark power of summoning, projecting energy and projecting dark matter at will, possesses godlike and goddess-like abilities of its own unique traits. Such of those traits don't even exactly transcend to its descendants, to its close relative descendants of the dragon race, or the other dragons who've also been passed down the heritage of the power of its own. But it also quite depends to the heritage of the supernatural traits of the genome of the great cosmic genome of the powers that they can easily be passed down to one supernatural or to another. But the white dragon does exactly have a dark, mischievous, sinister, dark purpose for soul conquest and for soul control over the sacred countries and over the sacred world's great nations and over the entire human race. And it's willing to expanding its conquest through a higher rate of expanding its power and its true dominion. It is known that these white shrines and these white statues resemble the white dragon because all of the sacred great nations, elders, and leaders know very well that the white dragon is an ancient being and a powerful mythical being that possesses enormous amounts of dark, magical, spiritual energy or power of its own, able to easily and explain the power of science and the power of science and magic and also great physics and also great scientific physics of its own, due to it being a higher level of a dark mysterious hybrid of its own, that its powers are very ancient and are very deadly and terrifying, possesses the deep destructive energy of its own, of its unique self dark purpose as well, willing to further its ancient promise and its ancient purpose of its dark goal of remaining an immortal goddess or godlike creature being, to ruling everything within the entire known universe, including the golden universe, the sacred universe, the mixel universe, the robotics universe, the over universe, the light universe, the white universe, the dark universe, and also the white universe and the star universe and the star universe, and as well as the solar universe and the unknown universe and the sacred universe, all these ancient universes that it's trying to conquer by building up and creating enough of its forces of its own. The white dragon is known to be a legendary figure throughout the entire dragon history, throughout the entire supernatural dragon history, and is known to be feared by its true name and its true power and its true ancient powers that it possesses, that are closely resembling the dragon founder and the sacred founder of the sacred universe itself and the rest of the sacred society of itself as well. So just for you guys to actually bear in mind of that. So guys, let's exactly proceed on. During the actual time of the during the actual time of the great white, during the great ancient time of the great white cycle, during the great time of the ancient white cycle milestone century, the white dragons followers began a huge destructive campaign in trying to create a war against the entire alien races and against the entire vampire nations and fairy nations. In all their pursuit, they were trying to gather power and intimate knowledge and infinite powers beyond their imagining. The war between the two sides waged on, which created a huge calamity on both sides, as the vampires and werewolves and fairies and four-nation hunters and fire hunters realized that the white dragon's followers are too powerful and they are also too destructive as well. This war, guys, actually opened up and paved a way for the Shadow Empire to using this conflict to expand their conquest and their power furthermore, to grow it in a more dark and sinister way, for them to actually grow their forces and their followers in a more dark, sinister way, to which Amber, the goddess of power, began to actually utilizing her followers to begin expanding their knowledge in a more faster way than ever possible as well, to which is exactly what they did as well. During in that predicament at the time, the followers of the White Dragon exactly told themselves that the damage has already been done and the chaos has already been created. The friction has already been done. Whether it's by their doing or whether it's by the doing of the original Lord of Magic, their masters or queen will be very pleased that the chaos and the damage has already served its purpose, because now they have already moved on to the final phase of the plan and they're going back to phase B, and now back straight up to phase A. Meaning, in other words, the plan has really taken its place. And now they conjured up a huge disappearance of a elemental dust disappearance, or elemental dust teleportation disappearance, to disappear themselves as a fire hunters who share a deep hatred over the followers of the White Dragon, realizing that they're not far from over with them, and the Four Nation Hunters exactly want the Fire Hunters to step away from the conflict, because they are just a problem as much as they are the threat of the situation themselves as well. But the Fire Hunters exactly reassured the Four Nation Hunters that they are willing to exterminate the threat and anything that dares to get in the way of their true dark destiny at any other cost, to which they disappeared as well. The Great Four Nation Hunters and the Seven Nation Hunters and the Vampires exactly spoke about the destruction of the followers of the White Dragon cause, and exactly told themselves that from here on out, that their allegiance from one another are hereby severed completely, due to the fact that the White Dragon followers have succeeded in what they actually did as well. Over the following centuries, the followers of the White Dragon exactly reconvened together on a dark ancient white shrine, which held up an ancient white statue of the great descendants of the White Dragon, and some of the other great descendants of the other White Dragons, and some of the other great descendants of the White Dragons themselves as well, to where they all exactly reconvene within the ancient shrine. The ancient shrine itself is quietly protected by huge white magical secretive dark mysterious technique that protects it from being located or relocated by outside forces or by other supernatural forces that possess the same similar abilities of detecting and sensing hideouts and supernatural hideouts or locations that are quietly far beyond their imagining, that are quietly right there in their close sight as well. During that time, the followers of the White Dragon leader exactly told the white followers of the White Dragon that they did exactly that as their queen or master or their master is exactly predicted, meaning now they can move forward with the next phase of the plan, as the leader of the group tells the followers now they're ready to enact to phase 2 as well. During the great centuries, the followers of the White Dragon remained within the shadows of the entire Sacred Great Nation, manipulating the events to play for themselves, manipulating the events for them to benefit for themselves as well, and for their masters from behind the scenes as well. In those times, they were able to form in powerful, formidable alliances, one of the most deadly, powerful, supernatural rogue criminals of the entire Four Nation Hunters and of the entire Seven Nation Hunters and of the entire Sacred Great Nations as well, to which they offered them protection of their hideouts and of their secretive bases. In return, the criminals would give them information and more greater resources than ever possible as well. During the great centuries, the white followers made an interesting connection with the leader of a dangerous elite shadowy criminal organization known as the White Assassins. Guys, the White Assassins are far known as the best formidable white assassins according to our sacred history. They are found known to be highly ingenuous and finally known to be highly ingenuous assassins and more highly public trained. They are also quietly not exactly resemble to the organization known as the Order of Darkness or the Noten Knights or the Noten Knights as well. They don't exactly resemble those other terrorist organizations that work on the behalf of the other of the ancient secret societies of the supervillains, because they don't rely on the cosmic technology. They rely on natural resources and on natural technology themselves, due to the fact that the white masters of the White Dragon required their assistance, and the leader of the organization was even the high-ranking member of the great elite white masters of the White Dragon themselves as well, due to the fact that they share a common goal and a common ancient mission they wanted to fulfill all together. They thought that it's best for them to join in forces right away as well. The White Assassins hereby also worked on the behalf of the organization and of the ancient group known as the White Dragons followers, known as the White Dragons organization, and the white group and the dark magic users known as the white group of the White Dragon themselves as well. Together, they'll all benefit more power and more stability, more control, and more higher dark influence than ever possible as well. During the Great Centuries, the White Assassins group was sent out to the fringes of the entire Sacred Great Nations in order to go to the entire Sacred Great Nations villages to creating havoc and destruction upon their wake, to which they did exactly just did, to which they exactly did it just as exactly as they predicted. But the Shadow Empire assassins and enforcers exactly arrived in the nick of time to battle against these mercenaries, to which the battle between two best mercenaries fought against each other, turned out into an all-out power grab, turned out into an all-out power grab war, to which both forces of evil had to exactly fight against one another. But the great sacred small villages of the Sacred Great Nation, which did not exactly have as much protection or less value, because they are the smallest nations as the origin elders, who also exactly knew that the smallest villages and nation don't exactly have as much protection or much power or much diplomatic immunity or much sacred supernatural diplomatic immunity as they quietly needed to maintain the peace itself, as well as the other elders, as the other power elders of the Sacred Great Nation as well began to realize as well. But their natural resources were very instrumental for them to give them more power, more food, more resources for the Sacred Great Nation themselves as well. During which the White Dragon's followers saw the advantage and they took and exploited the opportunity right there, but it created another power play for the Shadow Empire forces to gathering more resources, to which created a huge faction division at the time, and the White Assassins were forced to retreat and they were forced to exactly back down, realize that the Shadow Empire does possess immense cosmic dark resources and more power than they can easily imagine for themselves as well. During the next centuries, the White followers began to reconvene on a dark white shrine cave, to where they all exactly discussed the plans about they fall out with the Shadow Empire forces, when the leader exactly told them that it's best for them to exactly fall back and take a little step back, since the Shadow Empire is beginning to place its sole dominance over the entire Sacred Great Nations borders and the rest of its star system. But in doing so, the original Lord of Magic was not exactly much concerned over the Sacred Great Nations dominance, whether of his people's dominance, and whether of his power and his great immortal state of him controlling as much power as he needed to maintaining his true secret goal of searching for new ways to harnessing the power of shadow energy, to which the other followers began to agree and the other members began to agree that it's best that the organization that they managed to forming an alliance with, that it also takes a step back and also takes a little step back, but they'll continue monitoring and keeping tabs on the Shadow Empire and as well on the original Lord of Magic as well, to which they all precisely agree on that as well. On the middle century, the leader of the White Dragon followers was able to reconvene with the Masters and the founder and leader and the White Dragon Queen or monarchy or founder leader of the group of the organization itself, to where she told the leader of the followers that the organization and the group has gained more power and more influential than ever possible, and that the planning and coordination is working according to plan, the way they all predicted it, especially her. The members who were also quietly sitting right beside her exactly told the followers that they did the right thing, making them act as they proxies in making the right decision, making them act as they proxies while they represent them from the front lines, while they represent them from the public face of this entire Sacred Great Nations, while they operate from the shadows. As the other members exactly stated, that with the Shadow Empire rising in power, won't be a good thing in order for them to go toe-to-toe, since the original Lord of Magic will precisely decimate them. And the White Dragon leader and the White Dragon herself exactly claimed and talked to the entire members of the organization exactly reassured them that she has a plan in mind that might benefit them all very much, crucially, that which will expand their control and the entire immunity of the organization itself, making sure that the ancient group remains highly stable and remains highly functional during the future years that are about to come, to which she believes that future dark calamity is on a precipice to emerge as well. During the near end of the century, the White Dragon herself managed to make a powerful, bright white astral projection of herself, different from the dark shadowy astral project, or different from the dark shadowy astral projection of the other members of the organization, always use it in order to conceal their faces and their identities, to which the leader herself decided to do the same, but in a very more similar and powerful way, to which this projection takes immense power and immense focus of energy, and immense power and immense focus of energy and true power, demonstrating that those of the most powerful can always conjure it, but it depends on who's most powerful can actually conjure it themselves as well. Either way, she was able to reconvene with the members of the organization deep beneath the ancient caves of a waterfall, which was quietly hidden from a disclosed location, as all the other dark, shadowy reflection, astral projection, shadowy reflection projection of the other members begin to reveal themselves as well, as the leader herself exactly told her allies and her collaborators that everything is going according to plan, that things are finally taking a deep down. One shadowy astral projection of the vampire nation, or one of the vampire members exactly told the white astral projection that their planning did exactly work well in the end, because in doing so it gave the Shadow Empire the kick and the power they needed for them to rise in power and for them to fully ascend in power once and for all. As the leader exactly spoke to the other member, stated that all their plans and goals are about to successfully bear fruit. But the leader of the other organization exactly stated to them that they cannot exactly be swayed by the small victory, because there'll be more calamities and more unknown adversaries re-emerging from humanity, which are their own people and their own kind, will become superheroes and more higher formidable opponents that they cannot be able to underestimate or tolerate in any other cost, to which the White Dragon herself exactly told her partners and her allies that she has a plan in order to securing the right position. All that she needs from her powerful colleagues and members is that they provide her the resources that she needs in order to destabilize the control she needs throughout sacred society. Then the sacred great nations' wars and conflicts will cripple as each member, as each leader and founder of the other ancient shadowy criminal elite organization who began their goal of conquest and control and conquering the entire sacred world and the rest of the sacred great nations with an iron fist. But they must block the other goals of the other ancient organization, such as the founders, the Order of the Five, Order of the Six, and the Order of the Seven, and the Sacred Five, and the Sacred Circle, Unholy Alliance as well, making sure that they don't exactly bear fruit. To which they all precisely agree that they might actually manage to benefit something from the founders, since they do share common interest with them and they can easily help them, assist them on their primary goal, since the leader and founder of the ancient society does exactly understand that their common interest is full power and full control over ultimate power beyond the imagining. To which the White Dragon herself exactly told the members and leaders of the organization that they're free to do as they wish, but she will support them in every way she can, and providing them the means and the weapons and the tools necessary to accomplish the dark purpose of their true common goal, to where they all agreed on that as well. On the near end of the century, the White Dragon herself was able to reconvene with the members of her group, of her organization, within the ancient shrine of the Dark Cave, to where she exactly told them that everything else is ready to take place. All they have to do is make sure that the preparation of their goals and of their mission is ready to fully begin to align. As all the other members exactly stated that, with the 4 Nation Hunters exactly rising to the occasion and becoming the new alphas of the entire sacred universe's justice, order, supreme order of liberty, wisdom, liberty and wisdom and light and power and compassion, they are about to show sacred society and the rest of the other creatures of their people that that's possible to be achieving it, not unless they exactly pull the strings from behind and manipulating the event to play at their own very, very best needs. So where they all agree that she can exactly utilize the situation to her own, that they can always utilize the situation to their advantage, because they will come up with the very best dark plan of their own to expanding their mission in a very sinister way as well. Within the early years, the White Dragon members were able to meet up with the members of the Silver Scientists, to where they offered them the power of nano energy and the power of light energy, to where they can easily find a way to eradicate all the diseases that humanity is facing, such as cancer and LELS, and also cancer and LELS, and also the other poverties of wars, diseases, and famine that are causing mankind to enter in a dark path of war and darkness, to which one of these species have already quietly done it away in a very much more positive way. as the other members of the White Dragon exactly stated, that the members of the United Heroes, all they're doing are giving hope and compassion, showing that justice and peace and wisdom is possible, but in the right way. But they can do it even better in a more faster way than ever possible by delivering the power of justice and order in a dark, crucial way, to showing humanity that the dark gods are, after all, alive and real, to where the silver scientists agree that they're willing to give them the knowledge that they're seeking, and they're willing to give them the power that they also quietly are seeking as well in the actual process, to where they all agree that they'll be able to exactly help them finalizing the deal and their power in a more dark and crucial way, to where the leader of the White Dragon exactly told the members of the silver scientists that they're willing to exactly give them the power of great nobility and a power of great knowledge in order how to utilizing light energy and nano energy for them to becoming immortal gods, far better than to what the white scientists are trying to achieve, to where they all agree that they can come up with a sinister plan for them to becoming immortal gods before the white scientists can get the power and use it against them, to where they all precisely agree that a partnership is hereby formed and it shall remain in total secrecy as well. During the early years, the members of the White Dragon made a very powerful, interesting connection with the members of the Order of the Five, such as Golden Knight, Red Knight, and such as the former enforcer of the founders known as Ghostmaster, the Shadow Empire Warlords, and the Evil Warlords and the Dark Warlords as well, showing that they full transparency with the ancient and powerful organization known as the Order of the Five, that they are fully hereby heavily affiliated with one another, and that their partnership remains the same, and that together they will able to decide the fate of humanity together as one, through powerful secretive shadowy communications, where no one will be able to trace the location or try to know that they're fully in contact with the other as well, to which will be able to blindside their enemies and their opponents in a very, very dark and mysterious way as well, to where they all precisely agree on that, due to the fact that they're all quietly in a very, very distant different headquarters and different base of operation, they still maintain their connections together and their networks together by combining them and by collaborating. They associate and the operatives and the assassins all in one to work together, especially with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders, some who are banished and others who are excommunicated from the Shadow Empire itself, who are also becoming useful weapons and pawns and spies within the Shadow Empire itself, to which the members in the organizations and the ancient criminal organization known as the White Dragons organization, known as the ancient criminal organization known as the Order of the Five, were able to utilizing those pawns for them to maintaining eyes and ears on the Shadow Empire itself for the following centuries and for the following decades as well, to where the leader of the organization stated that their alliance with the Order of the Five will make their goals more powerful, and their partnership will begin to regaining utter control of humanity. And if they're going to be fighting toe-to-toe with the ancient heroes when the day comes, they will need more power and more influential connection, to where they all exactly agree on that by exactly stating that they decided it's best to start sending powerful invitation to deadly super villains and to powerful supernatural criminals who are part human and who are part supernatural and who are part vampire werewolf, any one of them who is enlightened and more powerful and more formidable, and to getting new ancient and formidable greater collaborators of supervillain crime lords and leaders of their respective islands and worlds, will also help them gain greater power than ever possible, to where they all precisely agree on that as well. On the actual precise day of the 8th of June, the members of the White Dragon begin to reconvene on a dark, ancient white crystal temple, to where the location of the crystal white temple is quietly disclosed, which is quietly ruled by a most powerful white wooden king. The wooden king is a very powerful wooden king who rules the entire wood empire with an iron fist through his wooden nation, and he rules it with an iron fist, and he's becoming an evil, powerful tyrant who seeks power and who seeks to expanding his rule and his dominion over the entire sacred great nations, which makes his nation and his empire the perfect border for the members of the organization to reconvene and to reevaluate the next steps. The members of the White Dragon begin to reconvene on the ancient white dark crystal temple, to where they all exactly agree that with the mighty universal heroes killing the most powerful friend and the most powerful greater colleague and mentor known as Ritual Mono Magic. Though he was too powerful enough for them to exactly fight them on head on, but he still exactly showed them the recognition that they all exactly precisely deserved. As the leader of the organization begin to agree herself on that matter, but his death has quietly after all serve them a way for them to begin furthering their goals and their plan in a more precise way, to where the other members begin to agree they're ready to move forward with the next step of the mission, to which the leader and the founder herself exactly stated it's time for the organization to begin its next stage and implementation of the dark purpose of its goal, to where they begin to engineering it and they begin to exactly tell themselves they are ready for the next step, which means back to step C or other back to step D. Now they are going forward with the plan and furthering the ultimate dark purpose of their goal, one way or the other as well. On the actual precise day of the 9th of July, the followers of the white dragon began to reconvene together on a dark ancient ancestral cave, to it houses ancient powerful ancient powerful paintings and writings and statues on how the white powerful dragon or on how the white dragon and the brown dragon gave life to a powerful hybrid, and an ancient powerful sacred founder was able to give life to a deadly power known as light energy, and where the light founder also gave life to a light hunter, and how the technique can easily be used and how it can also be utilized in a very proper way of trying to connect lightning with light energy, and to using it for both universal godlike powers as well, in a very destructive way and also in a very quietly powerful way as well. During in the meeting, the followers of the white dragon were able to be convened with the followers of the dark druids and of the dark witches and of the dark faithful, and exactly reassured them that their masters are very happy and are very glad to receive their expertise and their assistance, which means will be proving very useful and fruitful for the organization itself to beginning its goal and its true realization. As the dark druids and the dark witches and the dark faithful will assure them that they hereby at the service of the masters of the white dragon, to which the leader of the followers exactly began to telling them that it's time for them to move forward with the plan, and this plan is going to bring nothing but utter conjuring of destruction and control over the monsters of the dark dimension, not the monsters of the sacred natural country that exactly reside on the other part of the entire sacred great nation's borders, but they are far different to the ones that I actually told you about as well, just for you guys to get a clear perspective and an understanding about that as well. On the actual 18th of August, the white followers of the white dragon began a huge incursion on the entire underwater kingdom, of the mermaids and creatures that live there peacefully, that have been coexisting with half vampire mermaid creature like, mermaid man creature like, and also creatures that can easily adapt to underwater life with magical energy and with type of powerful supernatural immunity as well. They literally began attacking with heavy advanced technology, been precisely actually to make it easier, it was precisely been supplied by the arch nemesis of the universal heroes known as Blacksport, who began supplying the technology to the followers of the white dragon in return as a compensation for him to get in return as a compensation for him to earning, in return as a compensation for him to remaining as the loyal and most powerful operative behind the shadows of the entire human race and behind the shadows of the entire sacred world as well, which the members of the United Heroes and the members of the Universal Heroes are unaware of that as well. The technology that Blacksport provided to the white followers did its job as it decimated the underwater kingdoms and cities beneath the entire kingdoms, as the Water King and the members of the Universal Water Heroes were forced to intervene right away in order to stop the chaos and the destruction that these deadly threats were literally attacking. But the attack wasn't meant to destroy the entire city-state of the underwater kingdom. It was meant for them to retrieve an ancient and powerful crystal that they were trying to exactly obtain, to which they failed in doing so due to the intervention of the members of the Universal Water Hero and the member of the United Hero known as the Water King himself, who was able to prevent the crystal from being taken and from being used for greater evil, to where the followers and the leader himself begin to realize that the attack itself was quite a huge failure, but it did after all serve its purpose. So they decided to disappear and and destroy everything within its full proximity and wiping out everything else, covering up every evidence and everything else. But it didn't exactly blindside the heroes and the allies of the heroes, knowing that they were after the object of the crystal, that they were trying to study its true power and its true capabilities as well. On the actual day, on the actual precise of the 5th of September, the followers of the White Dragon were able to reconvene with them, with the leaders and masters of the organization themselves, to where they exactly told them that the attack did not serve its purpose well, as they completely failed miserably at that as well. The base of this operation was quite the disclosed base of the operation, proving that it's quite within human society, within the human world, that they were able to exactly reconvene with these powerful high-ranking masters. The masters themselves were not exactly presently there, as they were nothing but part of white powerful astral projection of white powerful astral projection of bright blue, bluish and white color light, as they exactly stated to the operatives and to the great proxies that they did exactly that. Now everything can go according to plan, as the member himself exactly enlightened and reassured the followers that they did the way that they were supposed to go, and meaning the plan can now begin taking its place, and now everything can go accordingly the way it was meant to go, to which the followers seemed happy as they smiled within their own great defeat. On the 12th of October, on the actual 12th of October, the leader of the white followers was able to tell the dark magic users within the ancient dark cave it's time for them to begin the dark experiment rotation, one way or the other, to which their dark druids exactly told them they're ready to do that as well. On the 18th of November, the leader of the white followers and the dark magic users known as the dark druid, with the entire dark asteroid laboratory harboring within the other sister worlds and planets, beginning a huge dark experiment rotation to combining dark magic with white dark magic, guys. White dark magic, excuse me. White dark magic is far powerful, far ancient, and far primordial, and far very ancient, very ancient, due to its power of the white dragon herself being very ancient and being very powerful, of her great power of her dark energy of manipulating forbidden techniques and power. That white dark magic is very rare and very powerful as well. With that exactly being said, let's exactly proceed. The leader of the white followers of the white dragon began the ritual itself and began to its true power, until a bubble of white purple energy began glowing from the entire machine, until the members of the universal founders, who were exactly traveling within the borders of the alien star system, saw a powerful dark asteroid with a powerful purple dark magic, white purplish dark magic bubble that was quietly glowing within the atmosphere of the other worlds, and they decided it's best to fight the threat head on and confront it head on, to which they exactly did just that by fighting the enemy head on, and the battle literally raced on as good and evil fought against each other, and the leader of the universal founder clashed with the leader of the white followers, clashed with the leaders of the white dark magic users followers. The both of them were completely evenly matched, as the leader of the white followers exactly told the leader of the universal founders that they confrontation for them fighting against one another will soon happen again. But he exactly told himself that he would never underestimate their powers and their ability, now that he has seen what they are precisely dealing with. And he told the dark magic users to disappear and destroy the machine and destroy everything else along with it, because of the experiment is hereby a failed experiment, to which they did about just that as well. And the members of the universal founders began highly remaining concerned that they're dealing with new threats and new powerful operatives sent by the most powerful dark shadowy masterminds of the organization themselves, who are operating from the shadows as well. On the actual precise day of the 12th of November, the leader of the white followers was able to meet up with the leader of the natural monsters. This leader was quite different from the other leaders that I quietly mentioned. He does have less control and less power influence with the other monsters, because he's not so powerful as himself. But they were able to reconvene beneath the sewers of the entire Six Nation Hunter cities and homeland, to where they were able to exactly meet up, as the leader of the white followers exactly told them that they will provide him power and great more power than ever before. In return, all they require is the knowledge of how to controlling the power of natural energy and the power of natural resources, so that they can gain an army beyond their understanding. And the leader exactly told them he's willing to provide them just that as well. On the 8th of December, the leader of the white followers was able to reconvene with his dark sleeper agent, who had the rarest and most greatest ability similar to the shadow creature, to camouflaging and to literally remain undetected and bearing the power of remaining invisible, and also blending in with the environments within himself as well. To where the cave of this headquarter was a powerful dark headquarter of its own, was a powerful dark mysterious headquarter of its own, to where the leader of the white followers was able to reconvene with his slipper agent, who had the power to blending in with the environments and remaining highly undetected, to where he exactly told the invisible being that was quietly standing right beside him within a wall itself, but also quietly camouflaged, telling him that the information that was able to gather, was it quietly useful or was it quietly not useful. The invisible operative exactly told him that the universal heroes are rising to power, and they were able to liberating many worlds, and they fought up against the toughest competitors, the members of the Order of the 12, to which they interrupted the ancient treaty summit with the representative warlords, with the representative Star Empire warlords of the Star Empire, to which the summit between the two forces waged on, the battle between the good and evil forces waged on, which literally destabilized the organization and fractured some of the Star Empire's control over humanity. And the white follower leader seemed very happy and very, very surprised. Now things are going back to schedule the way they were supposed to be going, as well. On the 19th of January, the leader of the white followers was able to reconvene with the masters of the white dragon. The leader and founder was present during the meeting, as she had business elsewhere to attend to as well. The headquarters was quietly disclosed. The headquarters of the base was quietly disclosed, since he was quietly inside the entire building himself, and the entire room was quite like a powerful, beautiful laboratory that houses a very much of a bluish ground beneath the ground itself as well, toward the powerful bright white astral projection of blue white astral projection began to appear, as the members exactly told him that he did very well in making sure that the alliance between the powerful former leader of the monsters, of the natural monsters, remained strong, and he remained stronger by the day, then that the alliance with them will remain powerful as ever before. As the leader of the white followers exactly stated to the masters, they're ready to move forward with the next step plan. But the other member exactly told them that the white assassins, master and mentor and sensei, told them that they are ready, that the plan of getting new natural technology is already being developed, that due to the interference of Firebird's team, who is the original member of the Universal Heroes, was able to intercept them, trying to activate the device, to gathering greater intelligence and greater information, to which it was a huge knock off for all of them. But in doing so, it paved the way, because now they have a new operative and a new sleeper agent within the borders of the Four Nation Hunters and of the intergalactic coalition of the Four Nation Hunters, to where the great servant and the great loyal follower and proxy exactly told the members and the masters that he's very pleased to know that the plan is now back in schedule, as he smiled within his very feet of him, bowing down to the masters. And the other masters exactly told them now they are back to square. They have now their plan can now move on to the new phase of its goal. On the 20th of February, the white projection of the other member of the organization was able to reconvene with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders in the Dark Cave, with the leader of the white dark magic user followers, where they both exactly told them that their partnership will remain the same and solid, but they must make sure that their allegiance is only on them and no one else. The Shadow Empire warlords and commanders exactly told them that their allegiance are hereby placed to the members of the White Dragon, and that they're willing to follow them no matter what, and supply them with greater weaponry and highly advanced weaponry. But the White Projection exactly told them that they require gravity-based technology, not Shadow Empire technology, to which is possible they can exactly obtain quickly. To where the One Shadow Empire warlord commander exactly reassured them, then that is what they shall receive in return. They shall receive immunity, sacred supernatural immunity and power and influence over the entire sacred great nation, for them to begin the soul conquest and mission, to where the white follower and leader reassured the Shadow Empire warlords, and that is what they shall receive as well. On the actual precise day of the 13th of March, the members of the organization of the White Dragon began to reconvene through the powerful white blue astral projection in a dark advanced room, to where the location of it was quietly disclosed with the silver scientist, and exactly told them that their founder and leader is very quietly impressed that their partnership still remains the same, and that they'll help them gain the power of godlike abilities and a power of great immortality, to which they will soon be able to restore humanity in order and destroy their top competitors known as the white scientists, to where they seem highly pleased that their partnership remains the same with the masters of the white dragon as well. On the precise day of the 20th of April, the white follower leaders was able to regroup with the dark druids on the same headquarters, on the same central headquarters of the cave, where a huge army of monsters and creatures were beneath the cave itself, but in a different part of the cave, to where they exactly begin elaborating the entire plans within the cave's laboratory system, and exactly told them that now it's time for them to unlock the secret of power and the secret of true energy, to which they've been trying to harness, as the dark druids exactly offered up their service, and exactly making sure that they deal and their partnership remains the same, and their expertise will ever be useful to the great masters. And the founder and leader of the white followers exactly told them that it's time for them to proceed on to the next phase of the goal right away, destroying and wiping out the universal heroes as their top priority. That they all precisely agreed with as well. On the actual 3rd of April, the white follower was able to reconvene with one of the white assassins operative on the central headquarters, which is known as the White Island, to where the White Island is a huge island protected by heavily advanced technology beyond understanding of its own, with gravity-based technology and with gravity-based cloaking technology of its own, hired and given by the goddess of electricity, by her followers and by her operatives, to supply the White Dragon Queen herself with their organization as compensation to them sharing a powerful long-time partnership and of a friendship and of a collaboration, making sure that the partnership remains strong, which strengthens the alliance itself as well, through their followers and through their operatives and through their other allies and through their other powerful, formidable allies as well. On that very predicament day, the leader of the white followers exactly told the sensei, who was quite the trainer of the white assassin, and told him that the masters expect proper results and they need them sooner than ever possible, to which the sensei of the organization exactly told them Firebird is becoming a threat to them, and the leader of the Universal Heroes is becoming a threat, and so are some of the members of the United Heroes. The leader of the white followers exactly gave the sensei and mentor of the white assassins to purposely deal with them in whatever way they see fit, but making sure that the organization's goals work on the behalf of the organization of the White Dragon, to where they purposely agreed that it will continue remaining the same, as they could in that as well. Despite this, guys, the White Dragon is a very powerful, formidable queen leadership of the great noble White Dragon race. She is very strong and very formidable, very feared by her power and by her name as well, due to the fact she has lived for thousands of centuries and for millennia during the ancient times of the White Milestone. She has the power of transform to the White Dragon herself as well, the power of shapeshifting, changing the color of her eyes into a greenish animal color, to which she's been granted to do, the power of detection, supernatural abilities, immunities, super speed, supernatural senses, the power of great duplication, illusion casting, and the power of manipulating lightning and electricity, and using lightning based power to protecting herself with her body as well from great defense and from offense, resurrection, manipulating environments at will, natural environments at will, camouflage, stealth, disappearing, reappearing, mind control, mind transference control, controlling people's mind and putting hypnosis under them, which was known as compulsion, which she can compel any human being to forget the entire ancient war and the entire ancient world's wars and wars from ever being known upon them, which is a good thing for them, because in her phrase, she would just kill them right away and tell her operatives to do the exact same thing as well. Due to the fact that her organization is very ancient, due to her being ancient herself, the Sacred Great Nations Elders and the 4 Nation Hunter Elders and the 7 Nation Hunter Elders fear the White Dragon more than they fear the other original supernatural dragons who have the power to transform back to human form, because they know very well that she possesses and leads a deadly ancient organization beyond the scenes, which holds very deadly and powerful, formidable members of deadly super criminals who are enlightened members, and she leads them with an iron fist, showing them great respect and great power. She's shown the power of being merciless, ruthless, possesses the power of marksmanship, dictatorship, leadership skills, and the power of great super strategist and tactician. She is very ambitious, as she has a dark ambition to conquer and control the entire Sacred Great Nations and the entire sacred world, entire sacred universe, humanity, and the entire known universe, wiping out all wars, creating disastrous creating disastrous events of volcanoes activating, to which she does possess infinite power of making natural disasters to appear on a larger scale. Two of the great elders of the sacred great nations exactly stated that the white dragon herself is very feared and very powerful due to the fact that she is known to possess infinite power like godlike abilities compared to the sacred founder himself as well, knowing that they cannot take that threat lightly. And the White Dragons organization members and enlightened members have learned the hard way that the members of the Universal Heroes must not to be taken lightly as well, as they also are very powerful and formidable members themselves as well, to where she chose them very quite likely. They lead a group of dedicated white dark magic users known as the White Followers, who also lead the group of dark druids, dark witches, and dark faithful, showing that they are powerful and they're very, very, very unique in their own way. Their powers and their gifted mysterious techniques of blending in with the environments, manipulating natural naturist environments of powers of wood, stone, fire, crystal, air, water, and sand and dust, proves that they are very powerful to the unique set of abilities and mysterious techniques that they possess. The White Dragon herself possesses the power of white creation, dark creation, all creation, energy creation, spiritual creation, unknown creation, dark projection creation, shadow creation, light creation, lightning creation, base energy based creation, all matter, energy, and gravity-based creation, and gravity-based powers and energy-based powers at will, proving that she's very powerful in her own way, summoning monsters, creatures to fight for her as her offense and as her defense, due to the fact that the organization has formed formidable alliances with one of the worst ancient organizations, such as the Order of the Five. As I told you before, guys, the Order of the Five and the members of the White Dragon share a powerful relationship, as they all share a common interest and a goal, which makes the alliance and the organization worth strengthening. It strengthens the alliance furthermore because they share a powerful common ancient relationship and a dark purpose altogether in deciding the fate of humanity. And they know that the Universal Heroes cannot be underestimated, to which they learn always about them repeating the same mistake over and over again. But due to the leader and founder's persistence and her relentless persistence in getting the job done and her purpose done, she learns to be patient and to maintain her calm when the situation backfires as well. The other members, who are also enlightened members, have grew very fond of her, learning that they respected the original Lord of Magic's power and influence, and showing respect over Amber, the goddess of power, who is better known by a different alias as the Witch of Power, demonstrating to them that they respect them completely and they show true modest respect over them, since they also gave them the recognition that they needed in full secrecy as well. Due to the fact that they create powerful unknown networks of operatives, criminals, deadly criminals, and super agents, forming an alliance with another formidable ancient terrorist, shadowy ancient criminal terrorist organization known as the White Assassins. The White Assassins are different from the Wild Archers, are different from the Order of Darkness, and from the Noted Knight. Their goal and mission is to create chaos, destruction, creating division within human society and within sacred society and within the sacred great nations themselves. The founder and leader of the organization is a member of the organization of the White Dragon, of the White Dragons organization. Together, they work on the behalf of the group itself and of the organization itself, helping to facilitate its goals from behind the scenes. They are powerful, formidable masterminds. Dangerous, very enlightened, super intelligent, as the leader herself is super intelligent, very mindful, very thoughtful, and very kind and very wise. But beneath all of that, she's very smart. Beneath all of that, she's very smart and very, very, very highly deceptive, proving the power of manipulating creation and the power of resourcefulness, influential creation, immortality of hand-to-hand combat, using swordsmanship, using powerful, skillful skills of teleportation, opening portals, interdimensional traveling, maintaining the usual bases as usual, such as ancient caves and dark ancient crystal temple, as well as a central headquarters, which is an entire powerful white sacred continent of a magical country that is under their sole control, as the masters of the organization operate from the shadows of the entire sacred great nation, proving that they are powerful and that they're very dedicated to organization, and they maintain the leadership of controlling the entire city at the disposable, using their proxies known as the White Followers to work for them behind the scenes. And the proxies who serve them on the public eye are also powerful as well, showing that they are very persistent and they are very, very eager to obtaining power and knowledge and being trained by the masters who operate behind the scene, proving that they are also great in utilizing their powers and their new techniques as well. This proves that the organization is very ancient, very powerful, very, very mysterious, that it has survived, lived longer, influenced the entire Sacred Great Nations to a huge, larger rate than ever before. And the members of the organization have known that Universal Man's ancient powers of his origin powers are needed for the monster statue to absorbing it and to extract it. So one of the other ancient members of the one of the other members of the ancient Sherry criminal elite organization will begin to absorbing it and harnessing it for their own, so that one of them can become a godlike creature being, like to obtaining the power of infinite power to destroying everything within its full grasp. Despite this, the members of the White Dragon of the organization themselves are very resourceful, very influential, very powerful. They have expertise, talents, abilities of their own, such as the operatives, and such as their members, and such as the future collaborators as well, known as the leader of the white natural, known as the leader of the natural monsters who they form an alliance with, and the goddess and the ancient goddess of electricity, to which shares a powerful common relationship with the white dragon monarchy herself as well, which provides her gravity-based technology, not destructive technology, making sure that the natural technology that the white assassins receive is very useful for them to use as well. And they do exactly extend and expanding the organization's powers and operation beyond the scenes, making sure that the central headquarters is protected by using other central headquarters such as powerful ancient white castle shrines, powerful dragon shrines, for them to convene and meet, practicing ancient techniques of summoning, resurrecting dead creatures and armies, controlling dead-like creatures, telepathic, mind-controlling abilities, levitation abilities, proving that they are powerful and they're very ancient. The four nation hunters and the four nation hunters have warned the members of the Universal Heroes that the White Dragon herself is very powerful and she's very deadly, and she's a founder and leader of a deadly and elite professional, ancient, criminal, secret society organization of supervillains dedicated with the dark, mysterious purpose of control, power, perseverance, dedication, making sure that the alliance with the Silver Scientists, make sure that the alliance with the members of the Silver Scientists become immortal godlike beings for them to rule and maintain their power and status over human society. And the members of the Universal Heroes have learned and studied due to their previous battles with the members of the Order of the 12, with the members of the Order of the Five, and with the founders themselves, and with the original Lord of Magic, and with the members of the other ancient Shirawi elite criminal organization, due to the fact that the members of the White Dragon have become highly aware that the Universal Heroes are a threat and are a deadly obstacle they can never take their eyes off. And in doing so, they learned different ways and different methods to manipulate events from behind the scenes, allowing their proxies to serve them in a public eye when they are the ones putting the strings behind the scenes of wars, intergalactic wars of alien conquerors and tyrants that the founders themselves facilitate to controlling humanity, and the evolutionary plane of power and the evolutionary plane of power and control as well, to which they always facilitate, and making sure that the members of the United Heroes become pawns to their own goals, to their ultimate dark purposes and goals as well, making sure that the Shadow Empire warlords, warlocks, dark druids, dark witches, and all the other sinister warlords become their allies, and giving them power and influential connection. In return, they get more resources, an army of battle cruisers, and an army of powerful, highly advanced ships, and highly advanced ships, and highly advanced airship fleet at their disposal, proving that they are powerful. And the White Dragon, leader and monarch and founder of the organization of the group, possesses the power of fire, lightning, electricity, water, mist, sand, dust magic, sand, dark sand, dust magic, and white magic, manipulation of shadow energy, white energy, nano energy, projection power, and base projectional power, manipulating environments, stealth capabilities, the power of using energy and seeing energy through her shape-shifting eyes and the color of her eyes to where she can see it as well, and the power of learning-based gravity, gravity-based godlike abilities, and machinery manipulation, and energy projection manipulation, and spiritual powers manipulation, to which she can always utilize, and so can the other members of the organization themselves as well, proving that they are very persistent, resourceful, very powerful, top-leveling intellect, and highly great in manipulating elemental powers, darkness, shadows, unknown forces to which they can always create, similar to the King of Darkness and similar to his descendants, and also closely related to the Fire Founder and to the Lightning Founder and to the members of the Lightning Clan and of the Thunder Clan themselves as well, and closer related to the Thunder Heroes and closer related to the Origins themselves as well, learning that they are powerful. And the white dragon is feared because of that, and she's feared because she's very ancient to her people, showing that they can transform and shapeshift at will to their power of becoming human beings and becoming dragons themselves. And she's known to her kind and to her species that she's feared and known by her legendary infinite godlike base abilities throughout the entire dragon history, that she's very destructive and she possesses destructive immense power that cannot be overly matched by anyone else eager than herself. And the members of the organization have shown a great appreciation of the members of the Universal Founders and of the members of the Universal Magic Heroes, giving them the respect they needed, showing them that they very quietly respected of them towards their dedication in trying to taking them down. And also the follower and leader always exactly warns them that what they're about to be facing is far beyond ancient and far beyond powerful, beyond their understanding and far beyond their understanding and beyond their comprehension as well, to where the members of the Universal Founders and the members of the Universal War Terriers are able to believe that as well. They always keep the operatives in the shadows, such as Black Sport, the secretive operatives and agents within humanity, such as super criminals and super villains who live and reside within humanity, acting on their behalf, making sure that the connection remains strictly the same as ever before. And with cosmic forces, they do maintain the same connection, proving they are powerful beyond ancient years and they've lived beyond centuries, learning the power of mastering their immortality and their long gravity-based power, making sure that they're not taken lightly or underestimated, especially by making sure that sleeper agents and creatures that can blend into environments remain as their eyes and ears when sealing powerful creatures and powerful beings and studying their powers and their capabilities when they meet and reconvene. They are skillful in dark magic and the dark arts and in different mysterious techniques as well, and in powers to which they have mastered beyond their centuries, which means, in other words, they do have the advantage in battle and in hand-to-hand combat as well. And the members of the white assassin elite criminal organization have always learned to respect their elders and their masters as well, showing that they're very powerful and they're very unique in their own way as well. As the members of the Universal Heroes have quietly learned the warnings from the Four Nation Hunter Elders, learning not to take their enemies lightly, since the leader of the Universal Heroes, known as Universal Man, has quietly seen what it's like to be facing an immortal, powerful, godlike being closely related to the original Lord of Magic, such as Lord Jet and Clay, who are also becoming the new Lord of Magics and the representative founders and leaders of their own ancient criminal organization. They've learned not to repeat the same things again. And the members of the organization and the followers in the process who act on behalf of the White Dragon have learned that they can't take the threat lightly, but they've learned to not to destroy the threat, rather to use it as pawns to furthering the ancient dark purpose of the goal of control and obtaining dark ultimate power of the entire sacred magic universes, countries, kingdoms, and worlds, and using that power for them to remain as mortal rulers and giving that power back to the silver scientists for them to controlling human society so that they can act on their behalf and work as their partner, strengthening their alliance and their powers, strengthening that alliance and their friendship, furthermore giving them more resources and more power beyond their understanding, to which they can precisely do. And she possesses supernatural immunities and supernatural physiology of all creatures because she's a special hybrid herself as well, which means, in other words, she's closely resembling the progenitor himself as well, known as a sacred founder and known as a dragon founder and known as a fire founder, which means she's meant to be feared, and they don't speak their names. Those with the most dark power and those with the most darkest ability, they know very well they cannot be taken lightly. And the Universal Heroes and the other heroes have learned that they are very powerful dark ancient beings who have led organizations and ancient secret society beyond humanity's time, and they can never be taken for granted or taken lightly as well, which means that their persistence and their influence still resides over the human world and over the sacred world, the world that resides with the other world and the other known universe, which is the sacred universe, which has many countries and many secretive countries and worlds that exactly is ruled with an iron fist by many powerful secretive leaders and supernatural leaders of their own, have learned that the white dragon is not meant to be taken lightly. And if she ever resurfaces, her power of ultimate godlike destructive power will resurface as well, which means her power herself which means her name herself which means her names herself speak ultimate destruction, serving as a godlike being and as a godlike warning to her kind. And the dragons of her kind and of the fellow descendants have learned that she is not to be taken lightly. She is very dark, ambitious, and very, very powerful. And Dragon Girl, who's a member of the Universal Heroes, and Dragon Woman, who's another member of the United Heroes, have learned that her species does exactly fear the legendary White Dragon, because she is more than just power herself. She's destruction and utter evil herself as well. And she's very, very ruthless and merciless and very super intelligent and beyond their understanding, to which no one can ever comprehend that except the members who are working with her and have seen her in action, knowing that she's beyond understanding as well. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Sorry for taking as much time as I had to, but I had to exactly do that in order to make sure that you guys understand the full scope of this enemy and the full scope of this ancient threat of the supervillain, so that you guys understand exactly that this is exactly a serious threat that the sacred, that the universal heroes and the members and the allies that they're facing as well as the sacred great elders as well who are facing as well. But nevertheless, guys, I appreciate your support. I'm truly grateful for it. Let me exactly upload these 2 episodes right now and get them done. And then after that, I'll see you tomorrow on Friday, to which I'll be able to see you that as well on Friday. But one more thing, for those of you guys on YouTube on YouTube or watching the episode, you'll receive the actual episode on Friday, on Monday morning, to I'll be able to upload it for you guys to exactly receive it then. But for those of you on TikTok and in Shorts, you receive the episode on Friday as usual, as you always, guys, you will receive it. So never know exactly waste any time. Appreciate your support. Like and subscribe to Mbila Yours channel in YouTube and also in TikTok and also in Shorts as well. I appreciate it so much. I'm very grateful for you guys' support. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed and stay happy and smile and have a wonderful day and take care of yourself as well. And love you. Today's episode is the White Dragon. I'll see exactly what can I do or what can I actually do about the description when I write it below. But either way, you will receive it. Never know exactly what's any time. Take care and smile and keep pushing. Glad to have your guys' support. It means a lot to me. And then you guys should also be glad to having my support as well, as you guys have to keep pushing on your end. And I'm very glad you guys are keep on doing that. So today that universe is not exactly with me, that she's outside today because the weather is quite acceptable for her to exactly be outside. But nevertheless, have a day and stay blessed and stay happy and take care. Bye.